What's going on, Staten Island, and welcome to a very special presentation brought to you by your friends at Metro United Sports Unlimited, a proud 501c3 in New York State, brought to you by Bobby Glenister, Tom Milano, Chris Reyes, and myself, Todd Bivona. It's great to have you along with us. What are we doing here today? We're previewing the 2025 high school boys baseball varsity season and getting you set for what's to come. Had a great year last year. St. Peter's, big highlight. Tottenville, a perennial powerhouse. But what do we have in store this season? From Team USA, as mentioned, Chris is going to help us out, break down the coaches, the players, the facilities, some upgrades. We have some history to go back on.
Yes, we do.
Plenty of players in the past that have moved on to minor league ball, to pro ball. We're going to cover everything, all right? So we're going to get to each and every team on Staten Island and see what their schedule is going to be looking like, where they're going to be traveling to, and who's got the best shot to make it all the way. Once again, we want to thank our friends at TUF Media for helping us out behind the scenes. And of course, this is an MUSU production. Great to have you along with us. Going to be a great ride. Plenty of content you're going to get from here, not just what you're watching here today. Be sure to like us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit notifications so you can see each team's preview is going to have its very own video, which will be great for you to share with all your friends and families when it comes to your son, daughter, or classmate, perhaps, looking forward to this 2025 baseball season on Staten Island. Chris, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, let's dig in. Once again, Metro United Sports Unlimited proudly presents this preview of the 2025 Staten Island High School boys baseball season. Welcome back, Staten Island. You are tuned in to Metro United Sports Unlimited. TUF Media bringing you, proud to present to you, the 2025 baseball preview for the Staten Island boys varsity squads. Our stop on the train brings us to Susan Wagner High School, home of the Falcons.
That's correct.
Looking for great youth movement they have. And by that, I mean 5 freshmen and 2 sophomores on their 15-player squad. Chris, going to be a tough go to replace a couple of key cogs in their wheel from last year behind the plate. Jacob Salatis was a force. He was a 4-year starter. I mean, that's leadership that you can't buy. I mean, that's amazing to have a 4-year starter throughout somebody's high school career. Is fantastic. And also looking to replace Kevin Breenan. He was a Bulldog for them last year as well. So we have some young guys, clearly, as mentioned, 5 freshmen, 2 sophomores, but still have the potential to be a good squad. This is Coach Donato Pesci.
That's right.
So once again, Todd Bivona, Chris Reyes, Team USA Baseball. Chris, why don't you go ahead, break it down for us a little bit. Who can we be looking forward to here from this Susan Wagner squad?
After speaking to Coach Pesci, he seems pretty positive about the situation. They are definitely young, obviously, right, with 5 sophomores and freshmen and stuff like that. But the people and kids that he's relying on are proven kids, right? We have 2 names written down here, Chris Cacioppo, and he's a junior. We also have sophomore Xavier Otero. I've watched both of them growing up on Staten Island. And those are the kids. They're Bulldogs, right? They're not going to overwhelm you with a ton of talent and 90s fastball, but I think they're going to come at you, and I think they're going to be creative on how they come at you. And I think you're going to be very surprised on these younger underclassmen stepping up for Coach Pesci.
Coach Pesci also mentioning the slick fielding shortstop, Ivan Patrocinio. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I apologize if I did not. But yeah, for sure, Otero, they're looking to help support this squad and help the younger guys. What's important for a team like this, Chris, trying to bounce back from last year with a younger squad, and you got a couple guys that are battle tested?
Sure.
Right, Chris? I mean,
absolutely.
They've been through it, had a good year last year. What's the goal for them? What's the key for these guys now to lead these younger guys? And let's be honest, a very competitive PSAL division.
Well, the one thing I do see in New York City baseball, Todd, and this is throughout the last decade since they changed from metal to wood, is that if you do a really good job of just throwing strikes, limiting the amount of base runners, especially with a young staff, you're going to minimize the amount of runs that are produced, right?
Yeah.
So I think if those two guys, they do a great job of eating up most of the innings, I think Coach Pesci's in a good situation because and let's be honest, like it's hard to hit with wood bats, right?
Sure.
Especially when it's 51 degrees out.
The worst.
So if you've ever done that, which we've all have, if you can keep pounding that strike zone, not necessarily overwhelm the hitters with velocity, but changing speeds, I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be okay. And Coach Pesci has a track record of having younger guys on the roster. Specifically, and I have written down a few guys that were actually called up as freshmen and sophomores.
Oh, is that right?
I have John Vitucci, who's at University of Albany now. John Esposito, who's a very well-known pitcher, was with the Ferry Hawks, if not still with them. So he was the type of coach that would bring these guys up on relying on them, knowing that they're going to be mature enough to play on varsity.
So a history of younger guys getting the call up, recognizing the moment, couple of senior guys to help show them the way, lead them the way, and show them what it means to win. And it certainly sounds like they'll get enough innings eaten up by these couple of studs, and defense is key for them.
Sure.
Right? Like, let's keep the ball down. Let's keep it in the ballpark.
That's right.
And let's keep the run total down, giving them their offense, a younger offense, the chance to really battle through.
Yeah, and I think if they can do those two things, Todd, I think that Coach Pesci is going to have a great year. Keeping the baseball in front of the outfielders is going to be a key component, especially with young arms. So if they can do that, I think they're going to have a pretty good year, and they're going to compete into the playoffs of the PSAL.
I'm just going to riff a little bit. Last time I played there, I remember the whole outfield was the football field.
That's right.
I'll be honest, I haven't been there in a while.
I think
what do they have now?
I think recently they've put up a fence in right field, like one of those non-permanent fences.
Oh, okay, got it.
So they put that up. And when I was playing at Tottenville, if you hit the ball to right field, you can run around the bases twice if you needed to. I think they made that adjustment.
Yeah. But it was always a nice field.
Great field.
I felt
turf field,
it was smooth.
If I'm not mistaken, Todd, they just redid it a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
And it is nice, man.
I remember playing there, liking their turf better than Tottenville's turf. I always felt Tottenville's turf was hard as could be. Bounces it would have a high bounce. I felt Susan Wagner's turf was always everything was true. Where you saw the ball hit a few feet in front of you, it came right to you. Like I always felt ground balls at Tottenville, it would hit it and it'd fly up. It'd always catch you off guard.
Wagner still does have that track that runs through right field.
Oh, is that right?
Mistaken, which is always an interesting play.
Love it.
But if you know how to play it, it's kind of like the fence at Tottenville, right? If you know how to play the angles, it wouldn't be that big of a concern.
And you know what? That is pertinent, right? For these young kids, for the younger classmen to understand, well, use it to your advantage.
That's right.
Understand outfielders, where to position yourselves. To defend, and as you said, keep the ball in front of you.
That's right.
Don't let it hit the track. It hits the track, it's going to be on the. It's going to score a touchdown.
It is.
It's going to go score a touchdown.
So I think if Coach Pesci and his staff and his roster can control those little variables,
right?
With a younger roster, I think they'll have a great year. If they don't, the other option is obviously not good. So with a young team, it's an unfortunate variables that you have to deal with, and we definitely wish the best to Coach Pesci and their roster.
Yeah, this is great. And one thing, and Chris has mentioned in all these previews, is how much you've enjoyed watching a lot of these guys grow up.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to watch it before our eyes now on the high school level. So some of these guys, imagine next year. What about in 2 years?
That's right.
A couple of years under your belt, we're going to be having a different conversation about Susan Wagner.
They're going to be the seniors that are mentioned and stuff like that. And that's how you rebuild a program, or you ask them to be the leaders, and they step up and they're the dude.
They become battle tested.
That's right.
They know the elements of their field. They know the nuances of the ball fields throughout Staten Island, and what makes Tottenville tick, what makes Port Richmond tick, and Curtis tick, and how to be plucky. So looks like they got some pitching arms. Eat up some innings. Keep that ball in front. Don't let it go in the end zone, and play tough.
That's right.
That's what Tough Media likes to do. Play it tough. Talk tough. Chris, Todd, Metro United Sports Unlimited, bringing you this season preview for the Susan Wagner Falcons for the 2025 season. See you in the next one. Great to have you along with us. Going to be a great ride. Plenty of content you're going to get from here, not just what you're watching here today. Be sure to like us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit notifications so you can see each team's preview is going to have its very own video of the 2025 Staten Island High School boys baseball season.